Hi there, Kath Gammack, rig market analyst with Westwood Global Energy, here with a quick recap on some of the offshore rig market highlights during the period 5th up and until the 11th of July. Over the past week, a semi-contract was confirmed and a jack-up is to continue operating off Italy, as well as early termination of another jack-up. Shelf Drilling has received a one-year contract extension for jack-up Key Manhattan with Eni for further operations offshore Italy. It will commence in direct continuation of the current contract, which expires in November. The estimated contract value of the extension is $29 million. The unit has been working offshore Italy for the same operator since November of 2023. Earliest availability is now November of 2026. Further to our report of the 26th of June, Northern Ocean has now confirmed the latest Namibian award for its ultra-deepwater semi-sub Deep-Sea Mira, currently managed by Odfjell Drilling, which comes with an approximate $40 million price tag over an estimated 110 days. To remind, the rig will drill 2 firm wells in its upcoming contract. The first for Rhino Resources and the second will be assigned to BW Energy. There are 3 one-well options available thereafter. Work will begin in mid-July. Arabian Drilling is in contract extension negotiations with Saudi Aramco regarding 2 of its jackups that are currently under suspension. The rigs under discussion are Arab Drill 70 and Arab Drill 50, both of which are still idle after halting operations with the National Oil Company in May and June of 2024 respectively. Meanwhile, Saipem chartered jackup Perenigro 12 has had its contract with Saudi Aramco early terminated. The deal had been due to run until early 2027, with further options available thereafter. However, the rig has now concluded operations and is now in Bahrain. Saipem has received an early termination fee for an undisclosed amount. It is understood that the rig will now be returned to owner CIMC. Other activities over the past week saw more US offshore lease sales being approved under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which was signed into law on the 4th of July 2025. The Act calls for no fewer than 30 region-wide lease sales for the US Gulf and no fewer than 6 for Alaska's Cook Inlet. The US Gulf lease sale will consist of 1 in 2025, followed by 2 per year from 2026 to 2039, and then 1 in early 2040. The Cook Inlet sales will be paced as 1 per year from 2026 to 2028 and 1 per year from 2030 to 2032. For the US Gulf lease sales, the royalty rate will be no lower than 12.5% and no higher than 16.67%. Furthermore, the primary term for leases in water depths of 800 metres or greater will be 10 years. On the 3rd of July, Eni submitted a declaration of commerciality for the Ivanakoma discovery in the Cape 3 Points 4 deepwater block offshore Ghana, which may pave the way for a new development. After drilling the initial Akoma discovery well in 2019 and following up with the Aban 2 find 2 years later, Eni estimated that the structure held an in-place resource of between 500 million and 700 million barrels of oil equivalent. Successful appraisal drilling has now led to the finds being declared commercial. ENI said the ministry will now work on a development plan with a focus on resource recovery, value maximisation and the promotion of local content. Further to a RigLogix report from the 14th of April, market reports state that ExxonMobil has made a gas discovery while drilling the Pegasus 1 exploration well in Block 10 offshore Cyprus. The well is being drilled using ultra-deepwater drillship Valaris DS9, which is committed to ExxonMobil until mid-2026. The rig is expected to leave Cypriot waters in the coming days and will see out the remainder of its contract offshore Angola. Valaris is actively marketing the unit on open opportunities in the market starting from mid-2026 onwards. Trinidad and Tobago's Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries has extended the bid deadline for the 2025 Deepwater Competitive Bidding Round to the 17th of September 2025. Bids were previously due by the 2nd of July. A total of 26 blocks are available in the round, which opened on 27th of January this year. Successful bids will be announced 3 months following the close of bidding. The Norwegian Offshore Directorate has confirmed that Equinor has made a gas discovery at its Skred prospect, well 7220/5-4. The well, which lies around 23 kilometres north of Discovery Well 7220/8-1 on the Johan Castberg field in the Barents Sea, was drilled by deepwater semi-sub Kossel Prospector in 1,362 feet of water. The well encountered a 46-foot gas column in the Stoke Formation in sandstone totalling 230 feet with good reservoir quality. The well has been permanently plugged and abandoned, with the discovery being assessed with a view toward a possible tie-in to the Johan Castberg field. And finally, Hess relinquished Block 59 off Suriname on the 8th of July, with the block returned to state-owned oil company Staatsolie and becomes part of the open acreage. Staatsolie noted that Hess fulfilled its minimum work obligations and decided not to move forward with the next exploration period. As a reminder, ExxonMobil and Equinor both withdrew from the block in July last year and transferred their respective stakes to Hess, which became the sole interest holder in the block. Block 59 is located in the far northwest of Suriname and covers about 11,480 square kilometres in water depths ranging from 8,858 feet to 11,483 feet. Staatsolie indicated that the area formerly known as Block 59 will be incorporated into its strategy to have much of Suriname's offshore acreage under contract with international parties. Approximately 50% of Suriname's offshore area is currently covered by production sharing contracts. That's it for this week. Many thanks for listening. Hope you found this of interest. If you'd like more information on RigLogix, please visit our website www.westwoodenergy.com.